Hey everyone, welcome to Keller Acres. Today I'm making some Scotcheroos. I had some leftover corn syrup from the holidays, actually quite a bit of leftover corn syrup from the holidays, and I had some leftover butterscotch chips, so I thought, you know what? I might as well make some Scotcheroos. I don't know what else I'm gonna use the corn syrup for until next Christmas when I'm making caramels again. Not something that I use a lot of, and caramels are just kind of a holiday staple that I make, and that's usually what I have that around for. Also, you can make a healthier version of these Scotcheroos with maple syrup, and that tastes really good as well. If you're interested in that recipe, I have a video on that I did a while back, or you can leave me a comment and I'm happy to share that recipe with you if you're interested. But for our regular Scotcheroos, we are going to need 1 cup of corn syrup, 1 cup of regular sugar, 1 cup of peanut butter, 6 cups of crispy rice cereal, and for the topping, it is 1 cup of chocolate chips and 1 cup of butterscotch chips. I already have that in here to melt together, and to that I added 2 tablespoons of my avocado oil shortening. That's what I like to use when I'm melting chocolate. It just helps make it a little more smooth, and then it sets better too when you're done. So you don't have to do that. I've done it without adding anything before, or you can also use coconut oil. I also feel like when you add this, it helps minimize the risk of burning the chocolate when you're melting it, because I have burnt it before. I'm sure if you've melted chocolate, I think we've all done that. It's a mess. All right, also got an 8x10 pan here with parchment paper. You can just grease one or use parchment paper, whichever you prefer. So we're gonna get over to the stove first, and we're gonna be melting together our corn syrup and our sugar. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my burner on to a medium heat. And we're gonna put in our corn syrup and then our sugar. We're gonna heat this to simmering. And then once it's simmering, we're going to turn the heat off and add our peanut butter. Scotcheroos are just such a great, easy, no-bake treat to take if you need to take a dessert somewhere, and kids love them. I have an in-home daycare, and I usually make a homemade treat for the kids once a week. So I figured Scotcheroos are what it's gonna be for this week. Tomorrow's Friday, so that'll be a great little treat for Friday. They will love it, of course. And hey, the peanut butter and the crispy rice cereal are good for you, right? Try not to give them too much sugar or too many sugary treats, but I figure once a week, a homemade treat is kind of fun. Okay, we are a bubbling. Time to turn that heat off. Add in our peanut butter. This is gonna be so good, and I just love that this is such a quick dessert to make too. Doesn't take much time, so if you're short on time and you just need something easy and delicious that most people like, this is just such a great recipe. Get that stirred in. So while this was starting, I was bringing my sugar and corn syrup to a simmer. I went ahead and melted together my chocolate chips and my butterscotch chips. Here's that. I melted this. It only took 1 minute, 30 seconds, and I stirred it every 30 seconds. Okay, let's go get this ready to pour into our crispy rice cereal. Okay, ready to fold this yummy peanut butter mixture into our cereal. I probably should have a bigger bowl, but I just love these glass Pyrex bowls that I got on Amazon. I just love that then in the video you can see it better, so I'm gonna, whoa. I'm not gonna pour quite all of it in at the same time, all at once, just because I don't wanna spill. It's like I had just enough room in this bowl, but I have to be a little careful with my stirring. A little more, just get the rest out here. Back to my careful stirring. The smell of peanut butter. I love it. Love the smell of peanut butter. Anything with peanut butter, I think, is delicious. I'm currently working on trying to perfect some protein granola. Watch for a video on that. Trying to get the recipe just right before I share it. Getting close. Granola is so good too. Just to like have a little crunchy topping on your yogurt. I don't know how I went from this to granola, but I just suddenly thought of it. Thought I'd share that in case you're interested in what might be coming up too in a future video. Try to have a mix of some good old-fashioned, delicious, normal recipes mixed in with some healthier versions too, for those of you that are looking for that. We're looking to get some extra protein. I've been trying to add in some protein desserts. I think I just about got it all here in my kind of tight bowl. There we go. It's good. We're ready to press it into our pan. All right. Okay. I'll press down evenly in here, and then we'll be ready to spread our chocolate butterscotch chip mixture on top. Butterscotch and chocolate together is so delicious. Love it. Whoever came up with that, brilliant. Get it pressed down nice and good. I'm gonna kind of use my hand too. Sometimes I feel like that just works better. There we go, guys. Okay. Time to pour on our chocolate. Just gonna kind of pour. Then I'll use my spatula to spread it. And you know, if you don't want this thick of a layer of chocolate, you could obviously use less. You just want to use equal parts of the chocolate chips to butterscotch chips. Smooth that on. And I mean, how quick and easy is that? So simple, so good. There we go. Now all we have to do is let this set so the chocolate gets hardened, and then I'm gonna be back to give this a taste. All right, my chocolate is set, and I just love using the parchment paper because then you just lift it out of the pan, pull the parchment paper off, and so nice. And your pan is clean. Anyway, let's get these cut and give them a little try. Just gonna cut a row and then cut off a little piece to sample. Then I'll finish cutting them to put them away, and you can just store them in an airtight container for, probably 5 to 7 days, I would say. So good. Chewy, delicious. I feel like I have some stuck to my teeth. So good, so good. If you haven't made Scotcheroos before, you obviously have to make some. But again, if you're just looking for a quick, easy, no-bake go-to dessert, try some Scotcheroos. And remember, feel free to comment if you want my version with maple syrup, or look back at the videos. Again, there's a video on that. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you're enjoying our videos. Please hit that subscribe button, give us a like, feel free to comment. Also, you can follow us on Facebook and YouTube, Keller Acres.